Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the pass.
Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd and 9. Block. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
X3, 218, jump. Ready?
On first down, it's Lindsay. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 24, Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Right here, guys. Spike 51. Mike 51.
Bravo.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Lady. Defense, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
51 to Mike. 51.
Darnold on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, exit.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's been a long day for you.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
60 out.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack by Jordan Willis. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 3, Jets 0.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Check 50. Check 50. Ready.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
50 go sign. 56 is the mic.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready.
Now it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here goes sign. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Ready. Mike 56, Mike, 56.
Yeah.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, what's that?
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run with Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Hey, Charlie.
57's right. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the Mike.
On second and goal, Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Kia tight end.
Full draw Corker.
Watch 32. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Locke now on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check three.
Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another first and 10. Darnold down to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a first down carry by Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you, son. Ready? 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Lady. They can't hang with us. 56.
Darnold.
56. Switch up.
This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 30 on 2nd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Echo.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm here all day. 53's the Mike. 53. Check. 53.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
Mike. Here we go.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight down. There you go.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Rock it. Leo.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hey, wahoo!
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
56. Check 56. It's a party now.
On first down, it's Darnold. On the screen, this is Cannon. A very solid gain of 27. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Ficken's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A first down throw, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
17, Jets 10.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Motion, motion, motion. Mike 56. Young lady, 56.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, it's Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 50, it's Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Darnold completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. This is Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
45. Mike, 45.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here's Darnold. And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
64, weak.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Two.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, Brady. They turn it over. Get that ball.
Yeah.
Lock now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Recon, 132 fighter. 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 58 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Bell. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Here goes Hunt. Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. Get ready. Get ready. Young lady. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. I know he ain't got it.
51 to Mike.
They'll run on first down. Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 13. Check 13. Oh, 80. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the 44, Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So from the 36 now, first and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
51, Mike. Man, 80.
Go.
Mike 51. Mike 50. Man, 80.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
He's checking. Crash. 36.
On first down, it's Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. But Mike 51.
Now it's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
We're outside. 51 to Mike.
Focus, defense, focus. Motion. Hey, Mike 51.
6 man.
Man, 80.
Curls.
Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Check 31. Man, 80.
Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Just like that. Just like that. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
6-6, pull it high. You're out. Get it.
On third down, it's Lindsay, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tight. 45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He's back to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Hey, Haywood!
Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began, still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Demaryius Thomas, and it's second down.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go. Here we go.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 49. Check 49.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready? 45.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We're going to start.
Check 45.
Lady.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Twist.
Lady.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Twist.
Red lady. It's us.
Darnold from the red zone now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
45.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.